Okay, we are back for part 2 of our Q&A. We're actually on the road back to Houston now. We coming home from Dallas. Recap of the week, the weekend. Cody's competitor Christy was competing in the bikini division. She did awesome. She looked awesome. And then I had the two teammates, Tori and Nick. And Nick, he took what?
Nick got third place in novice middleweights.
He looked awesome.
He looked
also.
fantastic.
And then Miss Tori got fourth in
novice physique.
No, I don't think she did novice. I think did she do novice?
She did novice physique A.
Oh. Well, anyway, she looked amazing, and I did her hair and makeup. Yeah. Okay. So last time we left off.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit interesting because we're just now getting back on the highway.
Mainly because Cody's an awful driver.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You hit that gas and brake so hard. Okay, so we're gonna do Cody's questions now on his Instagram and Facebook, and this one says, when y'all split up, I saw that V-Trev started going to another gym. Now that you two are back together, are y'all still at separate gyms? In your opinion, does it help the relationship to work out together or separately? So, the situation with that was, as many of you knew, we both started at a gym in League City, Texas called Ironton about 2 years ago, a year ago.
Yeah, about. I started there in September of 2013.
And I started there in March 2014? No, 2013.
No. If you started in September, if I started in September of 2013, you didn't start in March of 2013. I mean, you would have started before me. So about.
I started in March. I know that. So
March of 2014.
Okay. So you started in 2000.
Well, for sure you started there March 2014, but you came in there with me a couple of times here and there.
Okay, whatever. We both started a gym called Ironton. So we were there for a while, and Cody's coach and my coach were both in Ironton, obviously. And it was actually a coincidence that we broke up, and then the two coaches decided to go their separate ways. And my coach, obviously, I went with him, and we started the Sanctuary. And that's where Team Bring It is. That's my team. And I started working at the Sanctuary and training my clients there. And when we got back together, everyone was kind of like, well, what are y'all going to do? And we were like, what do you mean, what are we going to do? I would obviously never ask Cody to leave his home, just like he would never ask me to leave mine. And we still support each other just as much. And it's actually kind of interesting. We didn't know, at first if it was going to be a good or a bad thing, but it turns out to be awesome.
Yes.
Because not that we disagree with couples working out with each other, because we did it. Cody's coached me or trained me for my shows and gotten me on stage, and it's an awesome experience to have together, without a doubt. I think couples working out together is great because you understand what that other person is experiencing in and out of the gym, and how hard it is to work for goals, and how much success it is when you reach them.
It's also a good thing, though, to have your separate places to go. It's good to work out together and stuff, but some couples just can't do it all the time. I take care of my workouts separately at the Ironton, and then if I train Victoria, I train her at the gym that I run Rip It Out Fitness at.
And that's where our mutual ground is now.
That's our mutual ground. So if we decide, hey, like on a Saturday or Sunday, we want to work out together, we just go to Friends with Fitness and we lift together there,
And it works out well because, like he said, before we were always on top of each other, always both there, and couples fight. Sometimes you just need to go kill the weight and not have them standing behind you. So with that, yes, we are still at separate gyms, but we do train together. A few times a week at where he runs. For sure, on every Sunday we usually work out together, do cardio together. But and
it works out pretty good. It just depends. I train her at Friends with Fitness where
he runs Rep It Out Fitness out of.
So
And it's nice. So, you know, we didn't know how it was going to work out because since we've started this journey together, we've always worked out
our each other's butts.
Yeah.
But it's good because if she's pissed off at me, I can go somewhere.
I never get mad at you, baby.
Yeah, right. It's twice a day, at least, minimum.
Whatever, that's a lie.
But no, it's awesome to have a place to go when we're just kind of frustrated with each other, or she's frustrated with me, I'm frustrated with her, or you want to get away, you just want to be by yourself. We have that option. It's good to have that option, you know, but...
The spray tan.
Yeah, it looks like really bad. It looks like he slapped somebody. But it's good to have that option to have your own getaway. Mm-hmm. Like she has a sanctuary, which is a nice facility. I have nothing bad to say. I mean, it's an awesome gym. They've done a very good job over there. And then I have the Iron Den, which is my home, my hardcore, no AC, doors up.
You don't have AC either.
Doors up and hardcore, like old school bodybuilding type style gym. But I mean, that gym's for everybody, just like the sanctuary's for everybody. Yeah, they're both run by bodybuilders, but both of the gyms are for everybody chasing the same goals of changing their life. And so, I mean, just go check either one of them out. Like, whatever ones you're close to, go check them both out because they're both awesome facilities. Just because they're ran by bodybuilders and a lot of bodybuilders are in them doesn't mean it's just for that. Everybody's there for one ultimate goal, is to inspire others and motivate themselves and get themselves in better shape, and that's what they're both about. So, what was the second part of the question?
Okay, so, that was it really, just does it help the relationship?
Yes, it does. I mean, yeah, I think it is good to work out together because, yeah, I mean, you have somebody there and stuff like that. You can push each other a little bit harder, but it is also, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing to work out together all the time if you can do that. Some people can, some people can't. So you got to find, if you are getting tired of each other, find separate sides. Instead of having separate sides of the gym, just go on separate sides of the gym, you know. But ultimately, I think it's healthy to work out every now and then together. But if you can't do that, then have your own place.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, it just depends on if that works with y'all's relationship.
Okay, so the next one's just for Cody. It says, when did you decide to start living this type of lifestyle, and how hard was it to stay on track with eating better?
I think I answered that in the last video, a part of it. 2011, I was at my heaviest, 250 pounds. It just didn't look good. And then I just had a lot of something happened. I ended up having more free time on my hands, so I started going to the gym again, thinking I was eating right and everything. I kind of eased into the nutrition aspect. I thought I knew, as I said, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't now that I'm more knowledgeable today. If I look back on what I was eating now, like back then, now I was like, what the hell was I doing? But
learning.
Yeah, you live and you learn in fitness, and no, I didn't. What was it?
How hard was it to stick with it?
It was hard at first. I mean, I wouldn't say it was hard because I just wanted to work out. I just wanted to be big, you know. I had that whole mentality of being big.
When you want something,
when you want something, you're going to do whatever it takes. If you have enough drive and dedication, you're going to go get it. And at first, I just wanted to be big, you know. I just wanted to cut down my fat a little bit, but I ultimately just want to be big. Be big and lean, but I wasn't doing what I needed to do to be big and lean, you know. So
it's like the hardest thing ever.
I wouldn't say I like eased. I eased into it in a way, but I mean, yes, it was very hard to stick with eating clean and everything like that because I just got so tired because I only knew so much. But now that I know, over the years I've learned how to properly cook fish, chicken, turkey, where it tastes good and it's not boring, you know. So ultimately, it was hard at first, but once you get into the swing of things, it's all about forming a habit. It's all habit forming, and if you can get through the first 2 weeks to a month of eating clean, then it starts turning into a habit. Like my habit is going home, like right before I bed or right before I shower and go to bed, I pack all my food for it. That's my routine. That's what I do. It's my habit. You just got to form the habit of eating clean and making healthier choices, and then it'll come natural eventually.
And that's another
now
thing.
It just comes naturally.
With being, you know, couples who do it together, because we've been together and done it, and we've been
apart and done it. Yeah. Like we stopped at Buc-ee's, and I haven't had an icy in probably 2 years, and tomorrow we start our 6-week project. I guess you would say it's like a 6-week project for me and her.
Anyways, we've done it together, we've done it apart. And I mean, both of us have been successful apart in our goals, but I will say this, because when it comes to fitness, you can't want it, or nobody can want it for you and make it happen. You have to want it for yourself. You have to want to lose that 20 pounds or gain this much muscle or get your butt up and, you know, do your cardio and lift heavy and make sure you're putting the right things in your mouth, because that's the only thing that you yourself can control.
The right things.
But, you know, we've done it, like I said, we've done it together, we've done it apart. It's definitely, in a way, more rewarding when you do it together, because my success is Cody's success and vice versa.
Your success is my success.
And, you know, when we have something to celebrate together, it makes it that much more worth it. And when I fail at something, I have him to pick me up and to keep me going. And, you know, this last prep, we were together, or we were apart actually for a few weeks.
The last 7 weeks.
Yeah, and it was, like I said, we both still got it done, but going through preps where he's there every moment, in and out of the gym, making sure I'm, you know, getting my meals in, reminding me, you know, in those moments where my mind is just in a million places and I'm tired emotionally, physically, and mentally, I have him to be that voice of reason for a second, kind of snap me out of that, to push me and keep me going. So, you know, it helps having, you know, that teamwork there. So that is, I think that's where it's really awesome when couples do it together, because I can definitely say I believe it's for the better when we work together.
But yes, it was hard at first, but you get used to it. I got used to it. I mentally, because I was eating here and there, clean here and there, and then my body wasn't changing. And finally, whenever I finally got more educated on the subject and more educated on nutrition, it comes, like, once you see results, it becomes more and more capable, and more you want to keep going. You kind of get obsessed with it in a way. Like it becomes an obsession, like not a bad obsession, but there's some people like
kicks in
after you get over the obsession part of I gotta eat this, I gotta eat this, I gotta eat this, I gotta eat this, and you get your weight. A lot of people will get to their goals and then they'll just throw the diet away.
Yep.
And then they gain it all back, and they're like, what the hell happened? Well, you stopped. There's always, like, once you get to your goal, after you get to your goal, either one, set a new goal, or two, just find a balance between eating healthy and then treating yourself, but find that balance. You need that balance in your life. Like,
and I know I struggle with that.
I struggled with it too post-show, because I'm not shredded anymore. I mean, it took a week for me to lose my abs, like, you know, like not even a week probably, because I just binged ate. I mean, it was bad, and we're gonna touch on that subject more and more through these videos and stuff. Like, we're gonna do weekly or daily, maybe even daily vlogs. We're gonna try through these next 6 to 12 weeks. We're gonna try to do these daily vlogs of just our everyday eating and training.
Yeah, because that's something that a lot of girls have come to me personally, competitors or not, and tell me, you know, I've lost weight, and once I hit my goal, I just went and binge ate.
Yeah, they gain it all back and plus some, and they wonder why did I do this? And a lot of them gain it back so easily and so hardcore because they go on these either one, it's a cookie cutter diet that might work for you or it might not. Just because it worked for one person doesn't mean it worked for you.
There is no
quick fix, no secret pill, no secret drugs out there that will help you.
Hard work and nutrition.
Yeah, like
all day, every
those
day.
Things. There's those things that will supplement that and help. That's why they're called supplements. They will help, but they will not get you where where you want to be. Just relying on those, you can't rely on them. You can't out supplement a bad diet. No, or at all. You can't out supplement a bad diet.
Okay.
But they go on these low or no carb diets, and then they eat a little bit of carbs, or they eat a little bad food, and it just comes back to them quick and even more. And that's why. So yes, to end the question, it was challenging at first, but stick it through. It's going to be hard. It's going to be rough, but keep going and keep moving forward.
And it'll be worth it.
Stop doubting yourself. Stop being scared or timid to try something new. Get out of your comfort zone. Try that new nutrition plan. Contact me or Victoria for a nutrition plan, and we'll get you to where you want to go. We'll motivate you. We'll build your confidence up to get you to where you need to be. So
we get so off subject. We venture off.
Always.
These questions. Okay, the last question that we have is, I'm trying to cut down to about 20 to 25 pounds. What are the best foods, but still not hard on my wallet? And then, how many meals a day should I be consuming?
That was Jake?
For Jake Bud.
Jake Bud. What's up, buddy? Yeah, Jake, honestly, budgeting your meals right is very simple. It's possible. Depending on, like, I would be able to give you more of an aspect if you, since you're a guy and I know what foods to eat for guys and stuff like that. So if I knew like what your budget was, I would be able to help build a better program. But I'm saying, like, jasmine rice, you can buy a 5-pound bag of jasmine rice at H-E-B for like $4, and that'll make literally 10 cups of rice.
Yeah.
If you cook it right, you know. Sweet potatoes are fairly cheap.
Most of the time, your most expensive thing is going to be your proteins.
Your proteins are going to be egg whites, beef, chicken. You can buy try to find sales or try to go to meat markets to get chicken.
Yeah.
They have really good deals on chicken at meat markets or H-E-B. Like every now and then we'll have a good sale on chicken. So just try to find an oatmeal. Oatmeal is a great carb. You can buy a big thing of oatmeal that's like
Lasts a long time.
huge for like
What was that?
for like $2, $2.50. Like, I would recommend you going to watch Huge on 100 by The Animal on YouTube. By Frank McGrath does one, and Evan Centopani does one on the Animal Pack YouTube page. It's called Huge on 100. It shows you how to diet, or like what kind of foods you can buy and stuff like that, what kind of sales they find, and how to add like this kind of carb, how to get this kind of carb, or this kind of, how many meals. They'll lay out 6 meals for you, you know, like, and like 2 will be protein shakes or something like that. So
yeah,
I recommend you going to watch those 2. I'll put a link down below actually for those 2 videos for you, Jake. I've watched them myself because whenever I first started out, budget was a big deal. So I tried my best to eat. That's why I think my eating was so like kind of off, because I didn't really know what to eat at first, and I thought I needed to buy like the best type of meat and
but
stuff like that.
But another thing is people will come to me and say, oh, well, I want to eat better, I want to pack my meals, but it's so expensive. And I ask them, okay, so what do you eat on a daily basis? Well, I go to Starbucks, I go out to eat. Okay, that's all money that when you're packing your meals, you go out to eat 1 time a week max.
Yeah.
That's your cheat meal.
We went and ate sushi, and I think I spent like $65. That was for 1 meal.
Yeah.
And that's for, of course it was for both of us, but that's technically like, that's probably half my grocery bill right there.
Easily. And that's so it's the way you prioritize your money.
Yeah, you got to prioritize your money, and watching those 2 Huge on 100s would be really helpful for you. But beef, jasmine rice, chicken, jasmine rice. Probably to lose 20 to 25 pounds, it's not going to be, diet's going to be a big part of it.
Huge part of it.
Probably the biggest part of it, but also your cardio. Like, I would say 25 to 30 minutes fasted cardio, 5 days a week. Eat your breakfast, and then do your lifting, and then do like 25 to 30 minutes of post-workout cardio. I mean, you're going to lose 20, I can say probably 20 to 25 pounds. I would say about 10 pounds of that, maybe 8 pounds of that is water weight.
Easily.
So you'll lose that first, but you're going to start seeing results. Just like stay with it, stay consistent. Don't get discouraged. Don't obsess over the scale. Weigh yourself 1 time, and then 4 weeks later, weigh yourself again. Watch how your body changes before you step on the scale again. Because if you step on the scale every day, your mind's going to mess with you. And I did that myself. Like the last probably 6 weeks of my contest prep, the two out of the last 6 weeks, whenever I was 6 and 5 weeks out, I obsessed over the scale because I wanted to be in this certain weight class and I wanted to drop this much weight and this, that, and the other, and my weight just wasn't doing that. So I hung up the scale, just stopped getting on it. I was getting on it 2, 3, 4 times a day, just obsessing over it, and it really messed with my head. And then once I stopped weighing myself, except for on Sundays to send to my coach, my body started changing like crazy. Like I was dropping the weight, I was dropping the body fat. Body fat was dropping like crazy, but I ended up actually adding 5 pounds of muscle while I was cutting. So that's it was very interesting to do that, but it was awesome. So, but don't obsess over the scale. Let the mirror be your scale and keep motivating from that. And if you
the scale lies, the pants don't.
So if you need motivation, you know you can text me. I think you got my number, so just shoot me a text.
All right, last one. How many meals a day should I be consuming? We answered this kind of in the last one. Basically, minimum 5 meals a day.
Yeah, minimum 5 meals a day. I mean, don't snack too much. Like I put snacks in my clients' diets and stuff like that, no doubt. But I mean, that's because they have trouble eating all the food. But if you can get 5 solid meals a day, or if you can get 5 meals a day with 2 snacks, you should be able to eat 6 meals a day. So I just put, once they get over that hump of being able, once they get, okay, this food's easy, my body's taking it very well, I'm getting hungry, then I cut the snacks out and I go straight to 6 meals a day. For you've probably been in the swing of things for a little bit, so I mean, I've seen you train at the Iron Den a little bit, a couple of times. I've talked to you a few times, and just keep, I would say 6 meals starting out. If you want to try, if you can't get try 6 meals for like 2 days, 3 days, and if you're hungry, you got to build that metabolism up. So you got to understand that it might be difficult at first, but it gets easier. Everything gets easier.
Yep.
So 6 meals a day, starting out. I probably say stay away. If you're trying to lose weight, I say
stay away from beef.
No, I eat beef whenever I'm cutting.
I'm a girl.
It works for me. She can't tell me. Beef works for me whenever I cut. I love beef. My buddy responds very, very well to beef.
Cody eats beef like 4 times a day. It's ridiculous.
But no, I would say limit the protein powders if you're trying to cut weight a little bit. Maybe just one post-workout, or like post-workout, 50 grams of protein right there. Boom, knock it down. Watch the sugar, watch the carbs in that. But if whenever you're trying to put on mass, protein shakes, two protein shakes a day will do your body good. But nothing replaces food. Like nothing replaces food. Like protein shakes are good to get quick protein in fast acting protein, whey protein, but no protein powders replace food ever. Nothing beats solid food. So I'll say start off 6 meals a day, and then just go from there, man. I mean, if you get hungry, up your portions a little bit. I would say starting out, if you're trying to cut, you don't want a surplus of calories. So I would say 6 ounces of meat, maybe 2 or 3 meals with a cup of carbs, half a cup of oats in the morning, measured like dry, and then jasmine rice. Jasmine rice works very well for me whenever I cut. So I mean, it's up to you. Sweet potatoes or brown rice or white potatoes might work better for you. You just gotta play with it a little bit. But yeah, so like a cup to 5 ounce, a cup of carbs for like 2 more meals after the oats, and then the rest veggies. Like, I mean, eat them veggies up. Like asparagus and broccoli both have very, very detoxing type aspects to them, so they'll make you pee. Like they're like what are they? Natural diuretics. So just have fun. Like just eat some diets and have fun doing it, man. Love what you do and just work your tail off, you know.
All right, so that's our part 2 of our Q&A, and we're definitely going to be, like Cody said, blogging a lot and filming workouts. If y'all have any questions or need workout advice or anything, follow us on Instagram, add us on Facebook. Both of our emails are on there. If y'all want to get with us for training or meal plans or anything like that, we love it. So
comment down below with any questions, and subscribe to us, our YouTube channel, to follow us through this next little journey for us.
All right. Y'all be good. Thanks for watching.